Menu narration option is set to off.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
23 yards the pickup there. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Check on those. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Carson Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Crunch time, defense. 54. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming. I'm ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete.
The second down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 13. Check 13. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Alpha. 52. Here we go, here we go. 52's in Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the cover.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike Bartu. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
He'll drop to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. Parker unable to get that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Gone. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. Line 20. Whoa. I'm coming for you, son. Check 50. Bravo. Check 52. Come on. Watch the run.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
120. Fifty-two right here. 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. By 52. Hey, watch his flat.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Henry. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44 to Mike. Value 3. Hey, box drop.
Now Gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 15. Check 81.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, Back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, Delta. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Switch. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Come on. 44 is the Mike. Hey. My 7. Wild Bill.
Operating from the gun. Knight. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Kyle Van Noy. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie. 55. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, check right. Watching you fly. Rabbit.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run it with Carson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, you got motion man. You got motion man right there. Go,
2nd and 6. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, finish. Now Carson fumbles the football, but I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Carson fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Henry. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Goff now looking to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They run it with Balaj. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check. Fresno. He's crashing. Go. He's checking crash. Hey, Mike 52.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch 35. Watch time, watch time. Tight end rough, tight end rough.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check 24.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ricky.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Samson Abukum has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Like 20. I got it. 44.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This is caught, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This is Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Saubert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is swift.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
52, Mike 52. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Small. Mike 5-2. Pick it up.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Balaj. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike 20. 44 to Mike. In the face.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
We're good. We're good. Obama. 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 Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
5. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 55 is Mike, God. 55.
Now it's gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Switch. Check. Check hot route. Hot route. Check. Lucky. Alert flare. Oh!
He is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Along.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You better be. Hey, Wahoo! 44, Mike, 44.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
On second down, here's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Cut. 22 for 66. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, exit. Let's put that team on the clock.
From the 50, it's gone. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Goff going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brings up 3rd down. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.